cheated.
Other niggas gonna rap. Ooh, just imagine my baby mama. What up, LOA? JC Penny. Tired of all these. I'm tired of all these charges. You gonna be alright? Making you is a crackhead. You always looking for something to eat. Stop. Just stop. Bag burner. Fact. Free. That's cool. He gonna be all right. I don't know why your messages is delayed. I think they sweeping the internet. You know, I think they've been doing periodic sweeps of the internet where they checking everybody's shit and seeing who doing what. Because I know people all around the country who've been having the same problems. So either something is wrong with the internet, just period, whatever that means. Something wrong with YouTube or what? Because like I was on somebody live earlier and they couldn't load YouTube, all types of shit. Like I said, last couple days, my Wi-Fi been cutting on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off.
Yeah.
Who I don't understand. You said they gonna be bored with your life. Don't look at me, Megan, unless you wanna fight. Man, I'm about to go lay down, man. Everybody out living their life. Ain't nobody about to come get no reading. I probably gotta wait till tonight for real. I need some moolah. Let me see what this shit hit. And I would have been like, "What's to? What's what? How do they say it?
What's to you?
What's to it, pal?" What's up, Bright? Welcome back, Dragonfly. Bright, I want to see what you look like, Bright. What's up, Joanna? Oh, let me get my own not interpretation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to see how complicated you are. I just want to know if it matches what I think, what I'm seeing. I made a deal with the warden, nigga. I'm gonna be alright. DK, okay, he's gay. Hey, he turned that to a fucking bar. This nigga Thug turned that to a bar. DK, well shit, he gay. Can I offer anybody a donation-based reading for my hard work and dedication? Ain't nothing wrong with simple women. Ain't nothing wrong with simple at all. So I got an announcement, y'all. I'm about to start doing collective readings, and it's called, I don't know who need to hear this, but that's the name of the collective readings I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna hop on randomly on live. I'm just gonna be pulling cards, and just whatever comes out, I'm gonna go with the flow. I think I'm gonna start accepting all questions too, because I ain't even gonna lie, turning people away from questions is doing me a disservice. I can't afford to keep losing potential customers because I want to stick to old school industry standards, an unregulated industry at that. My channel could have my channel could have been blew up if I would have been just answering any question. But I seen how people get with them questions though. Like they be getting obsessive. Like I remember this one chick on Kate channel, man. Every single day she would ask, what do my person think about me? What? Every day you gotta ask that, and they be donating too. Man, LOA, we gotta talk too. We gotta talk. I gotta tell you something, man. If she ain't speaking, she probably watching porn. She probably on my OnlyFans channel right now. Whatever. See, we got 5 people in here. Double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. And crack cocaine, too. Don't forget that. What's up? Can we get up to 5 likes now? All right, Bright. Well, I guess it's just me and you. Can I offer you a donation? I mean, yeah. Can I offer you a donation-based reading? Don't make that pillow fall, Meg. I'm gonna beat you. Uh-oh. I ain't even charging my phone. I need to charge my phone. Charging my phone. I need to charge my phone. That's who it is. How can I help you, Bright? Can I plug you in for a donation-based reading? Maybe a guided meditation or something? I don't know what ungur mean. You know, I've been seeing that a lot the last couple days. I don't know if it's from you or somebody else. Only 15 views? What's up, beauty? What up, Tanya? Tanya, where you been at? Alright, so we got 2 people on the list. Anybody looking for a donation-based reading? We can move you to the top of the list. So we got Bright and we got Tanya. Alright, so then I think Beauty is gonna be 3rd. And then Joanna. Okay, so I got a couple people on the list. Now I need to make a official list now. Where the hell is my notebook at? Mega, remember this. I like all my girls BBW. The type to get you high and eat lunch with you. Hey, do I do got a voice. You not responding to me. I've been trying to get this reading for you for 10 minutes. All right, so let me make a list real fast. Let me know if I'm going out of order. And please, 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 if you're going to get on the list, please, please wait. Please, please, please. All right, so is everybody doing freebies? Everybody doing freebies, or am I moving somebody up to the donation-based reading before we get started? So Bright going to be first. Big, beautiful Bright. Bright as light. Alhamdulillah. All right. And then after Bright, now I'm going to try to go in order, y'all. We got Tanya second. Tanya says she's not okay right now, so we got to figure out what's wrong with Tanya before we even start reading for her. Then we got Beauty is Me. What's up, Beauty is Me? Let me be the judge of that. Let me see how beautiful you is. Beauty is Me. And then we got my best friend, Joanna. The most beautiful best friend in the world. And then I think that's it. So, like I was saying, I was trying to see if anybody wanted a donation-based read, and if not, then let me know. If y'all just want a general, let me know right now so I can write it down next to y'all name. If y'all want a general, or if y'all got a specific situation. If you got a specific situation, then type specific, and I'll write specific next to your name. If you just want a general, write general, and I'll write general next to your name. Okay, I see you said yeah or yet or both, but I don't know what you said yeah to. Alright, so you want just a free general? Alright, so we got a free general. Alright, anybody else? Tanya says she wants something specific. Alright, so when we get to you, I'm going to write something specific down. Alright, Beauty says she wants general, so I'm assuming you just want a free general. And then what about Joanna? You just want a free general or what? Tanya, did you want something donation based, or you just wanted a free question? Or a free advice line? Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to do... Alright, so Bright, do you want a card from Tarot first? Or do you want a card from Love Oracle deck? Thank y'all for coming in. Can I get some green hearts in the chat, please? Alright, so since this is a general reading, I'm going to count this as just a vibe card, just to see what the mood is, what the situation and circumstance could be right now. If it make reference to a relationship in specific that resonate with you, cool. If not, cool. We just looking to catch the vibe of the energy. This could be your energy. This could be energy that you need to call in, or maybe this is energy that's surrounding you right now. Okay? So we're gonna do it for the free readings. We're gonna do a 2-card draw, right? I know a lot of people do 3. I know a lot of people do 1, but we're gonna do current energy and best course of action. Okay. All right, so healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing is the order of the day. Right? I don't know if you work on weekends, or I don't know if you get SSI. I don't know nothing about your income, but what I'm seeing is that you might benefit from just taking the weekend off as much as possible. All right, but let me get to the tarot cards with best course of action and see what we got going. So while we pulling the best course of action, I got a question. What have you been thinking about releasing, purifying, or cleansing? Right? Where in your life can you let things go? What's up, Dragonfly? Welcome back. Dragonfly, would you like a donation-based reading or just a freebie? And would you like a general reading or something in specific? Wait for an invitation. There is audio. You just can't hear it. Okay, so Bright, this reading could be saying that you are in a period of emotional, mental, or spiritual purification right now. Oh, I forgot to put the card up here. My bad. The healing card is about releasing what no longer serves you, old patterns, limiting beliefs, and toxic energy. Spirit is grounding you right now to step into renewal and clarity. This is a gentle, nurturing energy reminding you that letting go is the first step forward in your transformation. Cleansing doesn't always mean something is wrong. It's preparation for the next level. Bright, you're being asked to honor this process knowing that release brings freedom and alignment. Okay? Best course of action. The hangman. 1 plus 2 equals 3. The hangman is about pause, surrender, and gaining new perspective. The water element emphasizes emotional insight, intuition, and reflection, while the numerology 12 reduces to the number 3, symbolizing growth, creativity, and expansion, but expansion through patience, not growth and expansion through teamwork. Okay, so this is one-on-one work, right? Isolation right now. The best course of action is for you to actually wait for the right invitation, opportunity, or insight rather than forcing any movement right now. Can we double tap that screen, hit that like button, y'all? Can we get some green hearts in the chat? Thank you, Ella. Spirit is asking you to trust timing. Sometimes the best breakthroughs happen when we step back and seize the situation from a new angle and allow answers to present itself naturally. Waiting is not stagnation, it's strategic positioning. Okay? So one thing about being on the outside looking in is you get to see what everybody do right, and you get to see what everybody do wrong, and you could kind of carve your own path. Right? So sometimes delays are blessings. Okay, Bright? During this pause, you can reflect, refine, and realign with your purpose. What are you here for, right? What do you want? Is it love that you want? Is it money? Is it a house? Is it cars? Is it clothes? Right? Is it a neck bone sandwich? What do you want, right? Uh, and it's I almost getting the feeling that spirit is actually nudging you, right? So your subconscious is showing you, trying to push you in a particular direction, and maybe you might be turning away from it. Maybe you might be refusing a call to action. But in any case, the next step is going to come from an external invitation, synchronicity, or a shift that you might not be anticipating. So I know a lot of times I tell people to look for the subtle shifts within them, but this time you're going to have an outwardly invitation to a situation and circumstance. Okay, so if I can leave you with anything, right? Take some time today, this weekend, whatever, to release, to cleanse, and to surrender to the process by stepping back and waiting for spirit's timing. Okay, The right opportunities will arrive. Only thing you have to do is just gain clarity so you can see while you move forward. Okay. So once you actually get the call, you're gonna have to take your time and be in the moment, right? Be surrounded by the right type of energy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So I'm gonna leave the floor open for any questions, comments, or concerns. If you got any bright, but at this time I'm gonna call on Tanya to give me a little bit of insight on what she's thinking and feeling, and hopefully we can come to some sort of resolution. All right. So while I'm waiting on Tanya, I'm gonna ask Bright, does she got any questions, comments, concerns? Is she missing anything? You're welcome. So yeah, so you got the right idea and everything like that. It's just you waiting on the invitation now. I think it was a cycle that you went past to where you could have made your way. And right now, I think right now it's time for you to be passive. Right now, I think you, I think you like, like right place at the wrong time. That's what I'm feeling. Actually, I got in a breakup situation and I loved him purely, but he was toxic. So, do you love you more or do you love his toxicity more? That's a valid question. Do you love your happiness or do you love his toxicity more? Which one? Well, the first thing first is you got to remember that your mental and emotional state has a direct impact on your health. So, whatever people, places, and things that's taken away from your health, you need to rid yourself of those thoughts immediately. That's not an option, to be honest with you. Well, so for a second, I don't want you to talk about him today, right now. I want you to try your hardest not to talk about this dude. Because if y'all broke up, the last thing you want to do is keep those energy cords strong. So I don't want to have no more references to him or anything like that unless I ask you specifically about that guy, okay? Unless I ask you about that guy, don't reference him. Try your damn hardest not to reference him. And that's just an exercise to see if you can and will get over him. Because if you cannot talk about him for 5, 10 minutes, then you can get over him. That's all it take, really, 5, 10 minutes for you to get over somebody. This is why y'all got to hit me up for these free consultations. This is why y'all got to hit me up for these meditations, these guided meditations, and all of that. 10, 15 minutes. What heartbreak? What heartbreak? We ain't even got to get deep into the meditation. We could just deep breathe and get over the heartache. But shit, I can't force nobody. Only thing I could do is make myself available. It's up to y'all to make the call, shoot the text message. It's up to y'all. That's Palo Santo, if anybody wondering. All right, so if you choose him, then I don't want to hear you talk about him no more today. Then you got 24 hours. You can't talk about him for 24 hours. I love him more than me. Actually, that's a fact. I'm learning to let go. So you love his toxicity more than your happiness? So you would rather to deal with his toxicity more than you rather be happy? Is that what they telling me, Megan? Who is it? We closed. Mega, get him down. Don't let him keep doing that. What's up, Big Blood?
What's good? Bag at? He said, what? Where the bag at? What bag?
Hold on now. I'm So if you choose yourself, then why you not doing okay? I'm confused. Well, my whole thing is that you've been dealing with emotions your whole life. So what's new now? That's because you need to take control of your thinking. See, the problem is that you subject to your thinking, and that's wrong. Your thinking should be subject to you. So that means that whenever you're thinking about something unpleasant and unhappy, it's wearing you down so much that you having physical reactions. And it's mind over matter. It's not matter over mind. Here you go. You already lost. Here you go, talking about them again. So you need to detox. You don't need a reading. You need to detox. You need to heal. You don't need a reading. You don't. I'm not telling you away from a reading, but we ain't even been a few minutes. You already talking about them again. Even though you said somebody. Well, I need you to try harder then because you already talking about them again. My question is, what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to be happy? Do you want a car? Do you want a house? Do you want clothes? Do you want shoes? What do you want? What do you want to do? Do you want to travel? What do you want to do? I'm doing Leo whenever you come up. Whenever it's your turn. So if you want to be happy, the last thing you need to do is keep talking about things that make you unhappy.
This is itch cream.
Itch cream? Like that? No, I haven't seen no itch cream. But some of that antibacterial stuff be having anti-itch stuff in it.
So this?
Yeah, you gotta read it, but I think it got anti-itch stuff in it. If it says, come here, let me see something real fast.
It said, yeah, I can't read that. You see them?
Big words?
I just don't know how to
Big
pronounce
words
it.
too big?
Just don't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
it.
okay. I'm just fucking with you. When it say stuff like, alright, it says cuts, scrapes, burns.
Oh, yeah.
Help, infection, temporary relief, pain, discomfort. Yeah, it might work. Sometimes some of them say like allergic reaction and stuff like that.
Oh.
Okay, so you need to just be able. So what you need in you is resistance to things that you don't want or you don't like in your life. That's what you need. It's not the fact that you don't have dreams, goals. It's the fact. What up, Dump? It ain't the fact about dreams, goals, aspirations. It's the fact that Is your willingness to succeed bigger than your fear of failure? What are you doing and why? Look, this is what I always tell people. When you're going through chronic episodes like this, it's two things that you can do, right? And they work together. The first thing is asking yourself, the first thing is asking yourself, am I breathing correctly? Meaning that, am I breathing through my diaphragm? Am I controlling my breath in and am I controlling my breath out? The second thing you need to do is ask yourself, what am I doing and why? If you put a reminder in your phone for every hour, and practice doing that multiple times a day, there is not going to be a time where you're not going to be in tune with yourself. There's never going to be a time where you're not aware of what you're thinking and what you're feeling. So only thing after that, only thing you got to do is be able to ignore the bad that happened and keep stacking the goods. So let's just say today I had 5 good things that happened and 1 bad thing. Well, tomorrow, unless I got to, I'm not going to worry about that 1 bad thing that happened. I'm going to focus on those 5 good things and try to turn it into 6. Try to turn it to 7. Trying to turn it to 8. Trying to turn it into 12 good things. I think to be honest with you, it might be time for you to text me or email me so we can get these sessions started. That's what the reason why. Okay, so you ever heard of a dog terminating its pregnancy because of living conditions? You ever heard of that? Yeah, but if you're gonna do that, then you might whatever way we're gonna be doing these sessions, you might as well hit me up that way because I'm not going to be emailing in sessions. I mean, I'm not going to be emailing the sessions. I won't be doing that. That'd be good if you want to just like coordinate a time. But if we're gonna talk, or if we're gonna do like a internet thing where we do an internet call or something, you might as well just hit me up on that. I don't want to waste no time. Just like a G. But you ever heard of a dog terminating its pregnancy because of living conditions? You ever heard like in a movie when the police was about to raid this top secret place and they hit the self destruct button and say this building is going to self destruct in 10 minutes, and then people they gotta pack up all their stuff and they gotta fight all the people and they gotta make sure they get out the building before the building blow up. You ever seen anything like that on the movie? Well, the reason why your health is bad is the same reason why the dog would terminate the pregnancy. When you constantly going through stress, when you constantly depressed, when you constantly going through PTSD, that's basically you committing suicide slowly over a long period of time, because the hormones that flow in your body degrades the condition of life. So you need to tap into optimism, love, happiness, joy, because anything under contentment degrades life. Meaning that when you think or perceive a situation and circumstance, you're going to have a physiological reaction. That physiological reaction is going to be based off of your nervous system and your endocrine system, right? How you perceive a situation. If you perceive a situation good, you're going to feel good hormones. And then in return, your body is going to operate on a frequency or a vibration or at a temperature, or it's going to give off energy, right? That that can be measured by numbers, right? When we talk about your aura, when we talk about your frequency, all of that is contingent by what you thinking and what you feeling. Because if you feel bad emotions, if you have a bad reaction to something, you're going to release cortisol. You're going to release hormones that's really more like steroids. So the stress hormones are like steroids, and you're supposed to use those for your fight or flight. But when you don't use them for fight or flight, then those hormones going to eat away at your muscles, called atrophy, and they're going to degrade your organs and your organelles, and eventually your organs to the point to where you start to have organ failure. And it's all because of stress. You ever got stressed and got a headache, and they what they call it hypertension, and it's chronic, not acute. Acute means once. Chronic means it's happening over and over and over. So if I was you, if you don't gotta work, you don't gotta go outside, you need to be playing binaural beats. You need to be looking at stand up comedy. You need to be doing whatever that's gonna put positivity in your body. And then you need to be thinking positive as well. I can and I will. If it's hard for you to tap into anything other than negative emotions, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm this, I'm that one, at least try to find something to be optimistic about. All right. And when you hit me up for your consultation, I'll give you a reading then. But I want you to focus. I want you to focus on detoxing right now. Like I said, do something simple. Eat your favorite food. Watch your favorite TV show. But when that commercial come on, you can't let yourself drift back into PTSD. You got to actively fight those. That's what's called intrusive thoughts. Whenever we get thoughts and the feelings and emotions and stuff, and they keep running on our brain, and we don't want them there, they are called intrusive thoughts. If somebody came in to your apartment or to your house and just sat on the couch and took their funky shoes off and was just chilling, you wouldn't accept it, right? So why do you accept that internally then? If you won't accept it externally, why would you accept it internally? No, it's not I will be healthy. Because then when you say I will be, that's contingent on something happening in order for you to be healthy. Right here, right now, I am healthy. I am peaceful. I am loved. I am healthy. I am wealthy. Right? Start off with just that. So again, let's start over. What am I doing and why? Am I breathing correctly? Or ask yourself, am I breathing correctly first? What am I doing and why? And then we need to figure out within the next 24 hours or so, we need to find some coping mechanisms. We need to find some things that we got on our tool belt that whenever our subconscious kicks in and we start backtracking, we got to have something that's going to anchor us in the present or anchor us in the future. Right? Counting to 10, a squeeze ball, something. Even masturbation is something. But we can't sit here and wallow in negative thoughts and feelings. It's literally going to bring your lifespan down to nothing. All right. So what's that? MIL. Welcome, MIL. Can I offer you a donation-based reading? Well, first of all, how you doing today? First of all, I hope all is well with you. All right, so we're going to come back to Tanya at another time. I don't feel comfortable reading for her right now. I just think that she just need a little bit of pick me up. Can we get some green hearts in the chat for Miss Tanya, please? Where the love at? Where everybody at? All right, so Beauty, are you still in the house, Beauty? We got Beauty and then we got Joanna after that. No Beauty, no Joanna. All right, give y'all 30 more seconds. All right, we got Beauty. What about Joanna? She was first. No, Beauty was first, then Joanna. All right, so Joanna wanted a general reading. All right, so do you want an oracle card and a tarot card, or do you want two tarot cards? How can I help you? Sagali, welcome. Peace, love, health, and wealth. All right, so real quick, before we get started, do I got anybody here who was looking for a donation-based reading? They are not expensive. The lowest donation-based reading you can get is $2.22. If you send me $2.22, Then you get a 3 card draw, and maybe I'll throw in a bonus. So if y'all want to know about what to donate, what you get if you donate, where to donate to, all of that is in the description box of all of my videos, okay? All right, Beauty. So how can I help you, Beauty? You're welcome, Tanya. What? What? All right. So do you want one of these to check the? So do you want one of these oracle cards to check the vibe, or do you want a tarot card to check the vibe? Now, the love oracle cards isn't necessarily about a love reading. It's just situations and circumstances that ain't necessarily easy to pull in tarot, but it'd be easy to see here in a love oracle card. So for free, you can get one of each. All right, so we got a card. It says cloudy judgment. This cloudy judgment could be caused by illusions, unbalance, being unbalanced, or distorted information, distorted reality.
Trash can's right here, too. Stop hitting that door. All right, Jessica. All right, I'll be back. All right.
You pick up them pillows, please.
That's what I'm doing. I'm coming right here.
All right. You gotta wait your turn. We got a couple people ahead of you. But yeah, can I offer you a donation-based reading, or you want a freebie? All right, Beauty. So you got the Judgment card again. Something is clouding your judgment. It could be illusions, it could be unbalanced energy, or it could just be distorted information, okay? So the best course of action is tap into your high priestess energy. All right. So this is prayer. This is manifestation. This is picking up on insights on situations and circumstances, trusting your intuition. Also, the moon cycles is coming into play. Maybe one moon cycle you can look forward to progress or something like that. That's not a definite, but the high priestess is the master of the moon cycles because she's the master of her subconscious. Okay.
Chicken.
So, no, Joanna, is Dragonfly still here? Where my ink pen go? Where my ink pen go? All right, so do you want an oracle card for current energy, or do you want a tarot card for the current energy? Well, you just had a card that just came out. It's the Eight of Swords. Now, where the hell does ink pen just go, man? All right, you got the Eight of Swords that just came out. So let me get you best course of action real fast. What you looking at? What you want? All right, so for the general read and for Joanna, I believe, we have the Eight of Swords for the current energy and then the Queen of Pentacles for best course of action. Okay, so the Eight of Swords here is representing a particular state of mind, okay? This is mental entrapment, fear, or self-imposed limitations. Because it's an air card, is dealing with thoughts, communication, and perception. The number 8 adds the theme of karmic cycles, discipline, personal power, and a call to action. Joanna, this card shows that you may feel stuck, restricted, or vulnerable, or unable, to see a way forward. But the swords are mental energy, meaning that the block is more or less about perception than it is reality. Okay? Spirit is showing you that the freedom is available once you shift your mindset and reclaim your inner authority. Sometimes the cage is only in our minds, loosening fear and judgment begins to dissolve those bars. So, Queen of Pentacles, best course of action. The Queen of Pentacles brings grounded, nurturing, and practical energy to the situation. She represents security, self-care, and the ability to create abundance by tending to what matters most. As an Earth card, she guides you, Joanna, to stability, patience, and tangible steps rather than mental overthinking. All right. So you'll benefit from grounding yourself, nurturing your resources, taking small practical steps, and leaning into feminine wisdom of receiving and cultivating, rather just pushing against resistance. Okay. Uh, so I got a small little takeaway or two here for you, right? So the way out of your restrictions is not fighting, right? But to step into grounded, self-nurturing, and practical stability. By embodying the Queen of Pentacles, you will be able to turn fear into a fertile ground for growth. Okay? So the things that once gave you fear is now going to give you power. Or they just going to be irrelevant, period. So before we move on to the next portion, I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor. Just in case if just in case if Joanna wanted to ask a question. So, Dragonfly's next. Then we got Ariel. I think that's what it say. And then Sangali. Depending on you, depending on what you're doing and why, you can shift. You. Well, it's not dependent. The shift starts now. The shift starts when you make it. The shift doesn't start external of you. It's internal. So it's not that the shift is it's not that you're waiting on a shift. It's that the shift is waiting on you. You got to shift your people, places, and things. You got to shift your situations and circumstances. You got to shift the things that you do, the people that you see, the places that you go, etc. It's not elsewhere. It's within you. Again, you got to ground yourself by focusing on what's real, manageable, and not imagined limitations. All right, so this is saying that you might be coming down on yourself harder than what you need to. You need to nurture your resources, whether it's finances, health, time, or emotional reserves. Whatever you have, you need to account for it. Okay, you need to take small practical steps forward because progress doesn't need to be fast. It just needs to be steady. You can't make progress if you're not doing nothing. You can't make progress if you're going backwards. So you got to lean into the feminine wisdom of receiving and cultivating. Rather than pushing against resistance, you got to let things come to you. And how do you do that? By flourishing in your natural habitat, flourishing with your natural abilities. See, when we talking about pushing against resistance, it's refusing what spirit is trying to show you instead of accepting it and move forward. All right, last call for alcohol, last call for free readings. Wait a minute, did I skip a person? Wait, did I just mess up? No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm right. I'm good. I'm good. Beauty, I did do you. You didn't respond. Wait a minute. I think I just messed up. No, those two cards. Hold on, because the Eight of Swords was for you, Beauty. Did I just mess up? I think I just messed up. No, I'm sorry. That was for Beauty. The Eight of Swords was for Beauty. I'm sorry. I kept saying Joanna at the end. My bad. I got confused. So Joanna, that's not for you. I did Beauty. I did just do you. The Eight of Swords was just for you. I did. That Eight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles was for you, not for Joanna. I'm sorry, Joanna. I got the names confused. Sorry about that, Beauty. So let me go over these cards one more time, just in case if we got any confusion. This reading right here is for. Excuse me. All right, is y'all still here? I need to know if y'all still here so I can make this right. All right, give me 1 second, Joanna. And Joanna, you wanted a free general reading, right? Shit, I'm about to take one of these bitches right now.
What are they?
Can get you hot gummies.
I want one.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
No, they supposed to calm you down. They're supposed to just make you feel calm. I think they're supposed to be sleep aids. Oh no, I say it just helped the body and mind calm down and relax. Sound like these bitches hard as hell. All right, beauty, you got about 30 seconds. Mickey, you want one, dude? No, I'm probably gonna go to sleep. Here. You want one? I might take two. You ain't got them bitches, though. Man, you about to be a little bit asleep.
I used to eat these like candies. Not these, but like, I think it was like some vitamin things that I had to take when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I used to eat those like candy.
The old person most make you relax naturally, so cut out the anxiety. All right, Joanna, are you ready? You ain't sleepy yet, Megan? They didn't make you sleepy?
You said not yet.
No, I don't feel nothing.
How long did it take?
I don't know. I was just talking shit. All right. So I'm gonna take care of you, Joanna. My bad about the misunderstanding. So, Joanna, did you want a love oracle card or did you want a tarot card to start off with? All right. All right, so you got the Page of Swords. All right. This is the current energy. So the Page of Swords represents a person who's looking for some stability in their life, right? In specific, the Page is a person who is very astute, very smart, very intelligent. And so oftentimes this card is associated with learning, brain checks. And I'm gonna explain deeper in a second, but I wanted to get this best course of action card out. Okay, so the other reading was actually not for Joanna, but this one is. So we got current energy, the Page of Swords, and then best course of action is the Two of Wands.
Oh,
What happened?
I was playing this. You know that game when you don't have no internet? The dinosaur game?
You gotta show me. I ain't here. But what happened? You died?
Yes.
All right. So before I go taking that, we got a very beautiful, beautiful reading right now. So the current energy is the Page of Swords. It's a court card. So we can look at that as personality. I don't know if you need to welcome this personality into your life or what, but we're going to see when we move a little bit forward in the reading, okay? So the Page of Swords reflects curiosity, new ideas, and mental restlessness. As an air card, it deals with thoughts, learning, and communication. Pages often represent the beginning of a journey, here seeking truth, observing carefully, and asking the right questions. For Joanna, this suggests that she is in a season of gathering information, being watchful, and exploring possibilities. Right now, you may feel alert, inquisitive, and maybe even curious. Like you're studying your environment before making a move. So something has got your eye. What is it? The Page of Wands reminds us that curiosity is your power right now. You don't have to have all the answers, but learn, prepare, and keep your mind open. Okay? So the best course of action. The Two of Wands is about vision, planning, and stepping beyond the comfort zone. Being a fire card, it deals with action, passion, and movement. The number 2 highlights balance, decisions, and partnerships. For best course of action, Spirit is guiding you to turn curiosity into vision. And you could do that by moving from observing to imagining what comes next. All right. You got to plan boldly because this is the moment to sketch bigger picture dreams, goals, and aspirations and align with long term goals. You're being called to take the first step into your new reality. Even if you don't have all the answers, action will bring clarity. Trust your heart. All right. Remember, we're going to move from observing to imagining what comes next. So, a lot of people, when they say, "Oh, I don't know what's coming next," that's beautiful because you have the ability to create your future, right? That's the definition of weird. So, you're weird. Uh, Take the first step, even if you don't have all the answers, because actions will bring clarity. Consider partnerships or collaboration that could expand your horizons. So, if you take away anything from this, it's time to stop only watching but step into the vision. You can do that by blending curiosity of the Page of Swords with the bold foresight of the Two of Wands. You will unlock new pathways forward and position yourself for real progress. All right. So that's what I got for you. Let me know what you think in the comments. So, you got any questions, comments, or concerns? Let me know. If not, then I'm about to go potty and I don't know, do some mysterious me stuff. Just like a G, you know. It's only impossible because you perceive it as impossible. The reality shifts once you make your mind up. Now it just might take a day or two or 5 or 20 for the external reality to reflect what the internal is thinking and feeling. What up? Can I offer you a donation based repo? Because I was really about to go ahead and get on up out of here real quick, for real. Why don't you go ahead and shoot me a quick little 5 real fast? I got you. I'm gonna bless you on a reading. Go ahead and send that 555 to your boy. Cash App, PayPal, Chime. Well, if you do PayPal, then you gotta send a little bit more because they charge a quarter. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, y'all. Well, you ignoring me. So, peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because I ain't buying it. Hey, Repo, if you want to read and call me or text me or email me, all right, I'm out.